Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.
Hey, pleasant good afternoon to you now from Memorial Field here in Dundas. Jeff Pappas with you with a call of our second out of three here in the Class C round of 16. The Buckman Billygoats are the visitors, and they take on the Waconia Lakers in our second game here today. Buckman has won two games. They defeated Cannon Falls on the 20th of August, 7-1, and then shut out Laverne last Saturday, 4-0. To earn the right to play Waconia in this game. Waconia has also won twice. The Lakers defeated Union Hill 6-2 in Faribault on the 21st. And then in a 9-8 game against Fergus Falls in Waconia on last Sunday, the 28th, they earned the right to face Buckman here. The winner of this game will play the Dumont Saints. Dumont has defeated Stark, or did last night, 3-2 to get to the quarterfinal round. That game is scheduled for tomorrow at 1:30 in Faribault, so the winner of this game will take on Dumont in the next round of the playoffs. Starting lineups for Buckman, leading off and doing the pitching is Matt Tauchus, batting second and playing shortstop Lane Gertz, batting third and playing left field Noah Boger, batting fourth and playing third base Aaron Weber, batting fifth and playing right field, or center field rather, Andrew Ruckert, batting sixth and doing the catching Matt Kummett, batting seventh and playing right field Travis Call, batting eighth the designated hitter Sean Ladders, and batting ninth and playing second base Jack Seska. For Waconia, leading off and playing short is Derek Martin, as you see them take the field. Batting second and playing third base Max Kahlenberg, batting third and playing first base A.J. Friedrich, batting fourth and playing center field Chris Bullis, batting fifth and doing the catching is Robbie Smith, batting sixth and playing right field Jake Hendricks, batting seventh and playing second base Ronnie Olson, batting eighth and playing left Ben Smothers, batting ninth the designated hitter Chris Bass, and Cody Simon in the lineup as the pitcher, not batting today. Cody Simon wears number 1. And there you see him warming up for Waconia. National anthem performed already before our first game, and boy, what a first game that was. If you missed it, you missed a dandy, as Jordan rallied for 3 runs in the 9th inning to defeat Bluffton 3-1 and move on to the quarterfinals. Game between Red Wing and Bird Island is still going on, as it was the first game. It's now scoreless in the 12th inning there. So it's quite a matchup. As we get ready to get started here. Champlin Park is leading Blaine 4-0 in the 9th inning. The Low Gators ready to move on. We are ready to go here.
First inning for the Buckman Billygoats, pitcher number 7, Matt Tauchus.
Here's Matt Tauchus, the starting pitcher, to lead us off for Buckman, and it'll be Cody Simon. Long, lanky right-hander getting ready to go to work here. And first pitch comes at 141, drops down and hits for a strike. First pitch of the game is over. Now Simon ready, and he works 0-1. And that is a little bit low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of a funky motion here by Simon. Brings the ball from almost behind his back as you watch him here. And then he misses outside, 2-1, but he does have that kind of that 3/4 to almost sidearm arm slot, it looks like. And here's the 2 ball and 1 strike pitch, and that is flipped out of play on the third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. to the leadoff man here for Buckman in game number 2, our 4:30 game. Will close us out today here in Dundas. That'll be the Avon Lakers and the St. Patrick Irish going at it. 2-2. Swung on and fouled down the third base side. That'll get foul. And will stay foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They have Touches played over towards left center, a couple of steps in the outfield. Straight away on the infield. 2-2 coming. Swung on, and that is lifted to left field. Coming on is Smothers, and he makes the catch. And Touches is retired for the first out of the ball game. Here's Lane Gertz, the shortstop. And right-handed batter will try his luck against Cody Simon. And we saw some tremendous pitching in our first game. The 2 pitchers, Nate Beckman and Jake Dykoff, combining for 25 strikeouts and only 3 walks in that first game. And there's a pitch outside to Gertz for 1 ball and no strikes. But shame somebody had to lose that game. And here's the pitch, low and in, and it's 2-0. All 3 runs for Jordan were unearned in the 9th inning. And the 2-0 delivery, is over. 2 balls and a strike. All the issues started there when the pitcher, perhaps most cruelly, Dykoff, was charged with a throwing error on a sacrifice bunt. There's a little looper in the short center field, and that is going to drop for a base hit. Gertz couldn't have thrown it in a better spot, and it's the first hit of the game. Buckman has a 1-out base runner here in the first. Here's Noah Boger, the left fielder, number 22.
Batting for the Billygoats, left fielder, number 22, Noah Bowser.
Excuse me. Oh, I misread the name. That is an S. Sometimes you cannot read the manager's writing. Bozer, the left fielder. I do apologize for that. And here's a pitch. Here's a breaking ball that catches the corner for strike 1. Aaron Weber will be next. Third baseman for Buckman. Billygoats in the dark blue tops. White numerals, and the long-standing Lakers in the all-white. 0-1. Threw a breaking ball past him, 0-2. Which, that's a pretty good swerve on it, and ducked around the bat. 2 strikes the count. Now the set, and the 2-strike delivery, and that is in the dirt, and it's going to get away far enough for Gertz to take second base. A wild pitch. And a ball and 2 strikes now to Bozer. One ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way, swung on, and that's fouled away on the first base side and gets out of play. Perfect day here in Dundas. On a cloud in the sky. Temperature 72 degrees at game time. Here's the 1-2 coming. Swung on and rolled towards first base. Sunday hop there for Friedrich. He'll take it himself, and that's the second out. 3 unassisted. And here's Aaron Weber, third baseman, cleanup hitter. Where's number 34?
Number 34, Aaron Weber.
So now Gertz taking third on the ground out. Runner at third base and 2 outs. From the set, here's the pitch. Breaking ball missing outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Andrew Ruckert, the center fielder, waiting his turn now. The runner in scoring position. 2 out here in the top half of the first. Simon sets and works. Drops down. There's a liner right at the shortstop Martin, and the inning is over. So that retires the side. 1 hit and 1 left at the top of the first. Buckman, nothing. Waconia coming to bat here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Bottom half of inning number 1. As we look at Matt Tauches taking his warm-up tosses. Teammates got a runner to third base for him in the first inning, but we're not able to push the first run across. Derek Martin, Max Kahlenberg, and A.J. Friedrich will bat for Waconia in their half of the frame. Still scoreless in the Red Wing Bird Island game. That game is now in the 13th inning.
Leading up the bottom of the first inning for the Waconia Lakers.
They've had some
Number 2, Derek Martin.
had some epics in this tournament already. Of course, a 21-inning game last weekend. This one kind of a miniature version of it, but it's scoreless in the 13th. And here's Martin. With an open stance at the plate, right-handed against righty, and a pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Now here's a little looper towards second base, bounces once. Suska up with it, throws on, and that retires Martin. 1 up and 1 down. In the bottom of the first, Max Kahlenberg, third baseman, coming up for Waconia.
Now batting third baseman, number 23, Max Kahlenberg.
Having played straight away in the outfield, Tauches gets the first out here in the bottom of the first inning, and here is the pitch. And Kahlenberg fouls it at the plate. Strike 1 the count. Now looking in, and here is Tauches with the 0-1, and that's on the corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Tauches set, and Kahlenberg ready. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and tapped off his foot, and that smarts. It's also a foul ball. 2 strikes is the count, and Kahlenberg goes out for a hop down the third baseline. And that one might have got him on the ankle, as is what he's pointing at. And that one is tough to walk off. Trying to stretch it out, and he's going to limp back to the batter's box and I believe stay in the ball game. But boy, it's hard now, showing the home plate umpire what the situation is. And looks like he's ready now. The limp has mostly gone away. Unfortunately for him, the 2-strike count has not. Red Wing batting in the top of the 13th with a runner at second base. Their game against Bird Island. Now here's the 0-2 pitch here to Kahlenberg. Swung on, and that's grounded into the hole, and a base hit. So Kahlenberg with a chance to trot off that injury as he grounds one into left field, a base hit. One out base runner, and here's Friedrich, the first baseman. So now a base runner here. Tauches takes a look over at first base, and the pitch swung on and lined to center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And stopping at second base is Kahlenberg. So back-to-back singles for Waconia in the bottom of the first inning, and they're in business. And here's the center fielder, Chris Bullis, number 13.
Center fielder number 13, Chris Bullis.
So now Tauches with multiple runners on base to deal with. Bullis now calls time at the plate. Left-handed batter wears lucky 13 and steps out for Waconia, now back in. Tauchus will set. Here's the pitch. Fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Robbie Smith next for Waconia, the catcher. Now the set. And Tauchus works. Swung on and grounded up the middle. That's going to get into center field. A base hit. Hallenberg is being waved around third. Here comes the throw. It's a strong one to the plate, but it's a little bit late. And first run of the game is scored. Waconia, in the bottom of the first inning, breaks through. It's 1-0. So 3 straight hits. Plated the first run for Waconia. Frederick stopped at second base, and here's Robbie Smith. Again, 2 on, and 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. And Red Wing failed to score in the top of the 13th against Bird Island. Now, first pitch, and there's a breaking ball that is a little bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jake Hendricks moves on deck now for Waconia. 5th man to bat here in the first inning. Still only 1 retired. 3 hits in the frame for Waconia. And here's the pitch. That's chopped foul at the plate, and they're starting to run out of feet in that Waconia lineup as Smith put one off his ankle. So first 5 batters, 2 of them only have been bruised so far. So we'll hit game reset here, and Robbie Smith will have a chance to walk it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Frederick at second base, Bullis at first for Waconia. As Tauchus comes set. 1-1. Off the plate, 2-1. We'll get a little bit careful here with 2 runners on. Get behind in the count. Here's Tauchus, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alrighty, right-handed batter. Waggles the bat on his shoulder. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he looks at a fastball just off the corner. Good take, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now, payoff pitch coming. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and there's ball 4. And he walks Smith. That loads the bases. Frederick to third, Bullis to second. And Jake Hendricks, the right fielder, coming to the plate. And an official jam now for Matt Tauchus. Infield will come in at the corners here. And the first pitch on the corner for strike 1. Breaking ball. Ronnie Olson, the second baseman, moving up to the on-deck circle. 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball dropped down on him, and Hendricks is in an 0-2 hole here. Frederick at third, Bullis at second, Smith at first. Now the wind, here's the 0-2 delivery. Fastball is up, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Elevated there. Gertz and Suska, the middle infield combination at about double play depth. Here's the windup by Tauchus and the 1-2. Oh. Fans wanted that call but didn't get it as the pitch called a bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Tauchus comes 2-2. Swung on and laced foul down the first base line. And the count holds. Turned that one around pretty quick, but got too far out in front and hold it foul, 2-2. Tauchus looks in for the sign. A long look this time. Now he winds, and here's his 2-2. Swung on in. Oh, no, didn't. Pardon me. In the dirt, and Hendricks took ball 3. So the string is out now. 3 balls and 2 strikes with the bases loaded here in the bottom half of the first inning. Here's a wind and a 3-2 delivery. Fastball is called. 3rd strike on the corner, and Hendricks goes down looking. First strikeout for Tauchus, and that'll leave it up to Ronnie Olson, the second baseman. Tauchus dropped a 3-2 breaking ball in there, and it's as cool as you please. 3-2 pitch with the bases loaded. There's ball 1 to Ronnie Olson. Now Tauchus looks in for the sign. He winds up, and here's the 1-0 delivery, and there's a bender that is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Ben Smothers, the left fielder, moves on deck. There's a windup and the pitch. That's down low. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Olson. We'll see if they turn him loose or if they have him take on 3-0. Here's a 3-0. There's strike 1, and he was taken all the way. As you might expect, now 3 balls and a strike. Tauchus works in, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that's grounded towards second base. Suska is up with it, and he goes the short way, and they just do force Smith for the out, and that retires the side 4-6, but some good hustle there by Robbie Smith made it close. Waconia gets a run on 3 hits. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 1, and it's 1-0 Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Top half of the second inning, and Buckman comes to the plate with 5, 6, and 7. Drew up, Andrew Ruckert, Matt Cummett, and Travis Call due to bat against Cody Simon. No strikeouts or walks in the first inning, and just that infield single that he has allowed. Champlin Park has defeated Blaine. That's 4-0. The Low-Gators with a win. They move on. Of course, quarterfinals and semifinals are tomorrow. And then Class B final is scheduled for tomorrow night. Class C final is Monday in Faribault, the Labor Day game, and now we are ready to go. Here's Ruckert to lead off against the right-hander, Cody Simon. Starts him with a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. And now the 0-1 swung on, and that is hit in the air to short right field. Coming in Hendricks, and the right fielder makes the call on the catch. And Ruckert is retired for the first out here in the second inning. And here's Matt Comet, the catcher. Now Bird Island with a runner at second base in the bottom of the 13th in their game against Red Wing. Brady Schroeder, the pitcher now for Red Wing, has thrown almost 100 pitches in relief in this game. And now here's the pitch. Drops down a little bit and misses up to come at 1 ball and no strikes. Travis Call on deck, the right fielder. And the pitch. Swung on and rolled towards second base. Olsen. No trouble. And 4-3 the out recorded there. And here's Travis Call, the right fielder.
Now batting right fielder, number 5, Travis Call.
No one's here? Okay.
2 out, bases empty. And here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that's low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Sean Lanners is the designated hitter on deck. 1-0. That's low. And it's 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike called.
They're green. Avon's green too. You're all in green. Yeah.
2-1. Swung on, and that is a little looper on the infield that's going to hit a couple of times. Olsen has to charge it, and he throws him out. And that retires the side. 1-2-3-0 across. We have played an inning and a half, and Waconia leads at 1-0 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
We are back, and Bird Island has defeated Red Wing 1-0. Logan Swan with an RBI single. In the bottom of the 13th inning, Trent Altman scores the winning run for Bird Island, and the Bullfrogs defeat Red Wing 1-0 in 13 innings over at Bell Field in Faribault. So congratulations to Bird Island. Moves on. Here we go now to the bottom half of the second inning. And this will be Ben Smothers, the left fielder, leading off. It's 8-9-1 due up for Waconia against Matt Tauchus as we get ready to resume play. 13-inning ball game over in Richfield. And here's the Richfield on Faribault, and there's the pitch away to Smothers, 1 ball and no strikes. Now, where did it go again? 1-0, and that's grounded towards third. Picked up there by Weber. And a throw across in time to get Smothers, 1 down. Chris Bass, the designated hitter, the number 9 man in the order, and that will flip Waconia's order for the first time. Tauchus, who threw 27 pitches in the first inning. He's just 2 to get the first out here in the second. Already, and his first pitch, breaking pitch, is up. 1 ball and no strikes.
It was a good game.
Glorious afternoon for baseball here. Wind blowing out towards center field, just a slight breeze. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. 365 to straightaway center with a 12-foot fence out there. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and that is hit high in the air to left field. Bozer is over towards the line. Have a look, and it's going to get foul. 2-1.
And that's a $1 foul ball, sponsored by Chapel Brewing in beautiful downtown Dundas.
Now, Tauchus looks in. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And the curveball is flipped back to the net. 2-2. Next cloud I see today will be the first. Which will be very nice. Here's a 2-ball, 2-strike delivery. And it's ball 3. Now Tauchus looks in, and here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air behind third. Weber after it. Bozer over after it, and neither one will have a play. 3-2.
And my brother are both tracked. My brother's 51. He got 2 saves in the region, so, and he's been doing baseball forever, so they picked him as the last guy. But my nephew will pitch next.
Now Tauchus and get time called at the plate here, so Bass will back out. 3-2. 1 down here in the bottom half of the second inning.
They just won last year, right? They won everything.
There's a windup and the 3-2. Swung on, and that's rolled towards third. Second hop pickup by Weber. And a long throw gets his man. 2-5-3 groundouts to start the second inning. Flips the order, and here's Martin, who grounded to second base his first time. 0 for 1.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Derek Martin.
Yeah, we have one more game coming up here from Dundas this afternoon. 4:30 contest. The Waconia Lakers and the St. Patrick Irish will do battle. First pitch to Martin. Swung on, and that is rocked to left field. Well hit. Bozer going back on it. Going back. It is gone. Solo home run for Derek Martin, and Waconia extends the lead to 2-0. Derek Martin got a pitch he could drive, and he did. Made no mistake about it. Long home run to left field. And Waconia scores in each of the first 2 innings here, and they now have a 2-0 advantage. And here is Max Kallenberg, singled and scored the other run for Waconia. Takes strike 1 here. Wind up, and the pitch. Threw a fastball right past him. 2 strikes to count, so Tauchus rearing back and challenging Kallenberg. Already no balls and 2 strikes, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and it's squirted back to the mound. It picked up there, and the pitcher will take it himself, 1 unassisted. Kallenberg is retired, and that ends the Waconia second inning. They get a solo home run from Martin, and they lead after 2 innings, 2-0 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
Lead off the bottom of the second, or top of the third for Buckman. Takes a fastball away. Keely Simon 23 pitches, 16 strikes through 2 innings. 1-0. Pulled the string on him, and Landers swung over at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jack Suska is on deck, the second baseman. Then the order flips for Buckman is 8-9-1, comes up here in the third. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate. 1-2. Now the 1-2 delivery on the way, drops down on the ground, and it gets over the pitcher, tipped by the glove of the starter. Now throw on to first base in time to retire Landers. It's a 1-6-3 play. First out as the leaping Simon tipped the ball. The shortstop Martin made the pickup and threw on to first. And that's the first out. Here is Suska.
Second baseman, number 20, Jack Suska.
Now a ground ball into the hole and into right field, a base hit. And Suska, the number 9 man, picks up the second hit for Buckman. First pitch swinging and a single to right field. Here's Tauchus, who flew to left his first time up.
These tieback poles, they had the pole going down in the concrete all the way. And I said, I don't want it. I said, I want to display mount like a light pole.
Throw over to first base and back in standing is Suska.
Remember when I told you we have to do more engineering? We don't work so then Mike looks at me and says, oh, let's see it. I need some output on it.
Now Simon looks in, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that's a high chopper picked up there by the pitcher. One play is the first, and they throw out. Tauchus for the second out. 2 down as Suska takes second base, and here is Lane Gertz. Singled his first time up.
Number 8,
So now every
Lane
year,
Gertz.
when the 50 and over get done playing now in a week or 2, and I got to take the neck down and then the next.
Suska, the runner at second base, with 2 down here in the top half of the third inning, and Buckman looking at a 2-0 deficit.
At least the third one.
Simon will set, and here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled, and look, thankfully there's a fence in front of that dugout as Gertz a little bit late there. And lined one off the Waconia fencing in front of the dugout.
Take care of it. You know, have the ball for looking at it. They got this one looking good.
Now Simon looks in, twirls the ball behind his back, looks at the runner at second base. Suska now steps off and starts it over again. Suska, or Gertz out of a deep crouch. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that is grounded towards short. Martin with a tough play, has to run around the ball, throws the first, and actually won't throw it. He'll hold it. It's an infield single for Gertz, his second of those in this game. Suska takes third, and the runners are at the corners now for Bozer.
Left fielder, number 22, Noah Bozer.
Bozer bounced out to first base unassisted his first time up. 2 runners on and 2 out here in the third as Buckman puts together a rally.
I mean, that stuff really worked.
And a pitch.
Yeah, we got it.
Fastball runs in, and Bozer takes it for ball 1. Aaron Weber, the third baseman, is on deck. Looking for a 2-out hit here to get Buckman back in the contest. They've got 3 hits so far. Now Simon will set. And there's a little looper behind short. That could be trouble, and it's going to drop. Oh, a tremendous catch! Did he hold it? No, he did not. Throw to second base is going to be a double, and that was a tremendous effort by Martin. He had his glove on the ball but couldn't hold it as he hit the ground. Bozer with a base hit. And the RBI scores Suska to make it 2-1. Gertz takes third. And Bauer with a hustle double there. And it is 2-1. Boy, was that a terrific effort by Martin. Dove out full length, had leather on the ball, and could not hold it through contact with the ground, and the result is a bloop double. Now Weber lined out to short his first time up. And the pitch. Breaking ball is inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So the Billygoats on the board here in the third inning. Now Simon looks in, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Through a fastball, and Weber couldn't catch it, 1-1. Gertz at third, Bozer at second base with the tying and go-ahead runs respectively. Here in the top half of the third for the Billygoats. Simon sets, and here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side, 1-2. Cody Simon going back for a walk there behind the rubber. Now will toe the slab, works off the right edge of the rubber. Now the 1-2 on the way. Low and in the dirt, and a stop by Smith, 2-2. Buckman striking back here with 3 hits of their own in the third inning. Suska and Gertz, and then a bloop double there by Bozer just recently that drove in the run. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball that ran outside. And the inning is over. First strikeout for Simon. A run on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. So we played 2.5. It's now 2-1 Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
We go to the bottom of the third here in Dundas. It'll be 3-4-5 for Waconia. Frederick, Bullis, and Smith as we play out the last of the third. Matt Tauchus gets a run back to work with here. He still trails by 1, but gotta find a way to hold Waconia off the board here. Frederick led off for his first time at bat, single to center field. He's 1 for 1. And he takes a strike called. A little more offensive-minded than our first game for sure, as now a strike on the outside corner, 0-2 now to Frederick. Jordan Brewers came from 1-0 down, scored 3 in the 9th. Won their game 3-1 today. Here is the 2-strike pitch. And that's off the plate, 1-2. Now here's the windup and the 1-2 on the way, and it hit him right in the back, and Frederick is aboard. That one's smart. Stouches has walked 1, struck out 1, and hit 1. Leadoff runner aboard here in the third inning for Waconia, and here's Bullis, who singled to center, drove in a run his first time. Now Tauchus sets, and here's the pitch. That is low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. modest lead so far for Frederick at first base. To the point where they're playing off him now. And the pitch swung on, and that is fouled behind third base. Weber going over there. Bozer coming in, and it'll be Bozer, the left fielder, making the catch. Bullis retired. One down in the third, and here's Robbie Smith.
Catcher number 14.
Walked his first time up and then was forced out at second base to end the first inning. Frederick at first with one down. And now a walking lead there for Frederick at first, but still just within a dive's distance of first base as the first pitch goes outside to Smith. 1 ball and no strikes. Jake Hendricks would be next. And the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit high, 2-0. Now Tauchus will into the set position. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Fastball is away, and it's 3-0. Tauchus has walked 1, struck out 1 so far. He walked Smith the first time he faced him and is on the verge of doing so again here. And there's a strike, 3-1. Frederick with his lead. And now here's the pitch. That's up high, and he walks Smith for the second time. First and second, 1 out. Second walk by Tauchus, and here is Jake Hendricks, who struck out looking in the first inning. He is the strikeout victim for Tauchus so far. Rochester and Meesville about to get started now. Game going on today. Now the pitch swung on, and that's hit high and very deep to right center field. Hall going back. He looks up. It's in the Cannon River. A 3-run shot by Jake Hendricks, and Waconia extends its lead to 5-1. Well, a prodigious home run there by Jake Hendricks. And Waconia is up 4 here in the bottom half of the third inning. Here's the first pitch and a bunt that goes back to the screen from Ronnie Olson, who reached in a fielder's choice. Or hit into a fielder's choice, I should say, his first time up. Didn't reach base. It was the third out. Now, behind 1 strike. And the pitch. 1 hopper to second. And Suska throws him out for the second out. Ben Smothers standing in. Left fielder, grounded out to third base his first time out. 2 out and 3 in here for Waconia in the third inning. Tauchus looks in, and here's the pitch. Bunt down the third base side. Got the third baseman up the line. Throw to first is going to be wild, and Smithers will take second base. I might book a single and an error, but we'll see what the official scorer has to say. And that is indeed the call. Smothers reaches. And here is Chris Basso, the designated hitter. And the first pitch to him is a strike. So the play is scored a bunt single and a throwing error on Tauches. And here is the 0-1. That is up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Basso, the designated hitter, grounded to third base his first time up. And is 0 for 1. 6 hits for Waconia here through the first 2 2/3. And here's the 1-1. That's off the plate, 2-1. Now Tauches sets. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, and that's fouled at the plate. Evens the count at 2-2. Now Tauches will come set, 2-2. And the pitch, now time called at the very last moment here. Basso will step back in. Now Tauches looks in, takes a long look, and now delivers, and he is off the plate. And it's 3-2 now. So Tauches is struggling a little bit here. 43 pitches through the first 2 innings, and having a tough time getting off the field here in the third. He sets, and the 3-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and Basso retired. That will end the inning. Second strikeout for Tauches with 3 runs for Waconia on 2 hits. There was an error and 1 left. We have played 3 innings. Waconia leads at 5-1 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
We played 3 innings here in Dundas at Memorial Park. Game number 2 of our triple header today. And after 3 innings, it's Waconia 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And Buckman 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Winner of this game moves on to the quarterfinals as we play out the tournament here on Labor Day weekend. Tremendous effort by all 3 of the host sites here. Leesville and Dundas and Faribault, of course, the 3 cities that are hosting. And now here is Ruckert, the center fielder, 0 for 1. Flew to right his first time up, and now Cody Simon's been staked to a big lead here in the middle frames. Jeff Papasoli with a call of this game, and we'll have the next one as well. Avon and Irish, that's coming up. Here's the pitch, swung on the hands, and he fouls it down the first baseline for strike 1. Cummett and Travis Call due up. Now, here's the windup and the 0-1 delivery. Swung on, and that is hit to center field. Long run there for Bullis, going back on it. They won't get to it, and it is going to clear the fence. It's a home run. Boy, that had some carry on it. Wow. As Ruckert hit one, and it looked like it was just going to wind up landing short of the wall, but it carried on out of here. The wind, such as it is blowing out, but Ruckert with a home run, and it's 5-2. So a home run to center field for Ruckert, and here now is Matt Cummett in the pitch. There's a strike called on the outside corner. 0-1, so both teams finding ways onto the board here over the last couple of innings, but both teams also hitting home runs. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball low and in, 1-1. Did not look like it was going to be a home run off the bat, I can tell you that. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. At least not to my eyes anyway. Your mileage may vary, but I saw that one heading off the fence and over the 12-foot fence by the scoreboard in left center field. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's tap foul on the first base side. It'll stay 1-2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on, and that's laced down the line of right field. It's going to fall in for a hit. Hendricks has it get by him, and it's going to go to the fence. Rounding first base, Cummett will move into second. The throw there is not in time, and a double for Matt Cummett. And Buckman starts off homer double here in the 4th inning. A couple of extra base hits to start things off, and here is Travis Call, who grounded to second base his first time up. So Buckman trying to climb back into this game. Toot sweet as they now trail by 3, but a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch, and that is down low. 1 ball and no strikes to Travis Call. Sean Lanners moves on deck. Here comes the 1-0. That splits the plate. Fastball dropped down a little bit. 1 ball and 1 strike. That arm angle again for Simon. 3/4 to sidearm. Almost sidearm. He seems to slide the ball up that way. Here's a 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now looks in for the sign. And the pitch. Reaching out there and protecting the plate, fouls it back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second base, Cummett, nobody out. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt, and he is out on strikes. Second strikeout for Simon, and here is Lanners, the DH. Grounded out 1-6-3 his first time.
Number 33, Sean Lanners.
Left-handed batter here, Lanners. With a run in scoring position here, 1 down in the Buckman 4th. Here's a pitch. Swung on and lifted foul on the third base side. That'll get out of play. Zach Seska, the second baseman, is next. Now the pitcher's set, and here's the 0-1. Drops down and misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Simon slowing a little bit here. Runners on base. Now comes set. Ready to go, 1-1. Swung on and rolled towards the right side. Frederick has it. He will take it himself. On the play, Cummett takes third, and Lanners is retired 3 unassisted. And that'll leave it up to Suska, the second baseman. Singled in, or singled a run. Let's start that again, and this time we're going to try it in English. It's my favorite language. Suska singled to right field and came around and scored in the 3rd inning. So now he's got Cummett to third base and 2 out with a run his team could use here, trailing 5-2. Simon pitches. Swung on and it's lifted into short left field. Smithers over, Bullis over, and it'll be Smothers, the left fielder, calling and making the catch. Susker retired on the first pitch of the at-bat, but Buckman scores on the leadoff home run by Andrew Ruckert. And we have played 3.5. It's now 5-2 Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
Yeah, they made it down there and they won 3 games and pitched the 3rd grade. So that was awesome.
We have a pitching change here in the top of the 4th inning. Drew Byer, one of the draftees from the Foley Lumberjacks, will come on in relief of Matt Tauchus. The line on him: 3 innings, 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 64 pitches, and 37 strikes. And Byer, the new man, will face the top of the order. For me, this is always one of the fun parts of the tournament, is that when players from other teams are drafted in and they come in and do a job with new teammates, not exactly familiar surroundings, but certainly close. They are additions and welcome ones, and it's fun to see them play and do well. Here's Derek Martin. Most of them are pitchers, as it turns out, as that's not surprising. We'll get into the semis and finals. It'll be a matter of who has the most arms in order to move on in this tournament. Here's the pitch, low and in to Derek Martin, who is 1 for 2. Martin with a long home run to left field his last time up, also grounded to second base. It's a pitch, swing and a miss, late on that fastball there from Byer, and it's 1-1. Byer looks in, and here is the pitch. Curveball over. 1-2. Kallenberg on deck, and Frederick to follow him. It'll be a top of the 3rd inning here for Waconia, and there is a breaking ball that just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's their 3rd trip through the order in the first 4 innings. They've got 6 hits. Both teams with 6 hits here. Now the 2-2 swung on and fouled away. But he holds it 2-2. Byer looking in, waits for Martin to get set. Open stance in the batter's box, and here's the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the first out recorded for Byer, a strikeout, and here's Kallenberg, who is 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first inning and grounded back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. So Kallenberg on a 1 for 2 right now. They do play him around to pull a little bit in the outfield. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is line to left. That is a base hit, and Bozer is over for it, and it's going to round the corner, and a throw to second base is too late. Kallenberg with a stand-up double. Now here is A.J. Frederick, and that's was well played in the outfield by Bozers. There is some curve to that fence out there, and the ball caromed off the numbers on the wall there and rolled right to him. 1 out double, and here is the aforementioned Frederick. The pitch to him is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 1 for 1, singled, was hit by a pitch and scored ahead of Hendricks' home run in the 3rd. Here's the pitch, and a strike called. Frederick 1-1 now. And here's the set, the 1-1 on the way, and that's a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Waconia swing the bat all the way through the lineup. Good offensive club. And they're showing it here. Here's the set and the 2-1. That is in the dirt and blocked there by Cummett, and it's 3-1. Now Frederick ready. Breyer looks in. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and fouled away. String is out now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Breyer looks in. A little longer look there than normal with a runner at second base. And here's the 3-2 delivery. On the corner, got him looking, and Frederick was on his way to first base and now has to make the 90-degree turn. Second strikeout for Breyer. Both his outs in the 4th by strikeout, and here's Bullis. Singled in a run in the 1st inning and flew to left. Now the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul on the first base line. Too far out in front of it, and Joe called the first baseman over to play it.
Yeah, so Tony won at 91. We had the pitcher and a catcher drafted in Raymond.
Now Breyer will set, and here is the 0-1 delivery. Swung on, and that is grounded to second base. Second hop for Suska. And he throws on to first in time to retire Bullis in the side here in the 4th inning. And Waconia is turned away for the first time. They get a double and leave 1. We have played 4 innings. It's 5-2 Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
So it's over. Always get 32.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
We go on to the 5th inning, and the theoretical halfway point of this contest, 5-2. Waconia leading Buckman. The Billygoats will send the top of the order to the plate against Cody Simon here in the 5th inning. And Tauchus will lead off, and here is the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. On the 1-0. There is a strike called, 1-1. Tauchus 0 for 2, flew to left and bounced Back to the box, and now he hits one into the hole, and a backhanded attempt there by Martin runs up his arm and into left field. A base hit, and Buckman has the leadoff batter aboard here in the 5th. And here is Lane Gertz, 2 for 2, a couple of singles in the hole here for the shortstop, but Buckman has the leadoff man aboard here in the 5th. Trailing by 3. Throw over to first base and the runner back in. Standing up. And the pitch. Swung on and hot shot to third base. It gets down the line past Kallenberg and into the glove of Smothers in left field. A single for Gertz. Back-to-back hits and some good contact here by Billygoats. And now here's Bozer, who doubled his last time up. Now he's got first and second and nobody out. He represents the tying run here in the 5th inning. Now the pitch. Swung on and rolled to the right side. Picked up there by Frederick. He tosses to the pitcher. Both runners will move up as Bozer grounds out 3-1. Tauchus takes third. Gertz takes second. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out for Aaron Weber, who's 0 for 2. Lined out to short. Struck out swinging is 2 times up.
No, he's next. I'm sorry. Not yet.
A chance here for Buckman. Trailing by 2 with 2 in scoring position, or 3 with 2 in scoring position. Excuse me. There's a breaking ball over for a strike. Ruckert is on deck, and he hit the prodigious home run last time he was up, so not a lot of margin for error here for Simon. And the pitch. Swung on and hit towards short. Picked up there by Martin. Spins around, throws to first in time. Scoring in the play is Tauchus, and it's 5-3. So an RBI ground out for Aaron Weber. So Tauchus comes in to score. Gertz takes third, and the lead is now 2 runs. And here is Ruckert. His last ball might have come down by this time. It might not have. He hit a long drive over the right center field fence. Here's the pitch. And they start him with a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes to the surprise of absolutely no one. He's shown he can pull it. No 2 ways about that. Simon sets. Here's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Ball gets away and it is going to score. Gertz from third base. It's a wild pitch and it's 5-4. So a wild pitch will score Gertz, and now Ruckert is the tying run, and the game is 5-4 here in the 5th inning. Now Simon stepped off, got back on the rubber. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and grounded right back to him. Picks it up. Slings it across to first, and that retires Ruckert on the side here in the 5th inning. They score 2 more runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. We have played 4.5, and it's now 5-4 Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Bottom half of the fifth inning, and here's Robbie Smith to lead off for Waconia. Second inning of relief for Drew Byer, who struck out 2 in his first inning of work. Smith has walked twice and scored once. And he takes a strike there. Smith without an official plate appearance as yet, but has scored a run as Waconia's lead is shaved to 5-4 here in the fifth. That is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Avon Lakers getting ready to play the third game. Now the 1-1. And that is low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. St. Patrick Irish, their opposition. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Robbie Smith.
They should extend his roof. Same thing here. They should extend his roof. There's no reason why they couldn't.
Winner of this game will play Dumont tomorrow at 1:30. Here's the pitch. That's down low, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dumont outlasted Stark last night 3-2. The Longhorns, for their season, come to an end, and here is the 3-2 delivery. There is a strike, and Smith is down looking. Third strikeout for Byer, and here's Hendricks. He hit a giant home run. His last time up and is 1 for 2. Byer ready, and he starts him with a fastball, and that's fisted to left field. And Bozer froze in his tracks, now comes in, and he makes the catch. Hendricks retired for the second out. Now here's Olson. Grounded into a fielder's choice and grounded to second. He is 0 for 2.
Play for the Lakers, second baseman, number 12, Ronnie Olson.
Now the first pitch to him. That is a strike called. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone at the knees. Strike 1 to Olson. Ben Smothers is on deck. And the 0-1 swung on, and that is ripped to right field, but right at Travis Cale. He comes in, and he makes the catch at shin height, and that retires Ronnie Olson on a line out to right field and retires the side in the bottom of the fifth in order. We've played 5. It is 5-4. Waconia here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, feature stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
Inning, and it's 5-4. Buckman with 6, 7, and 8 due up. Matt Cummett leading off. He is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. And he takes a fastball away from Cody Simon. 2 strikeouts, no walks through 5 innings. And the 1-0. That is over for a strike, 1-1. I have Simon at 64 pitches with 47 strikes through 5 innings. And now the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul on the first base side. Get out of play, and now we have folks heading out of the bullpen here for Waconia. And a 1-2 pitch fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swung on, a little looper. The short center field, and a diving attempt there by Olson, and he makes the catch for the first out. Nice play there by the second baseman. For the first out.
Right fielder number 5, Travis Call.
Everyone's texting for updates.
Aaron Wuckmer, number 6, warming up in the bullpen. And the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Going back on it is Bolus. Still going, reaches out, and he can't make the play. That is going to be a double for Travis Call off the center field fence. Now here's Lanners, the designated hitter, who is 0 for 2, but the tying run at second base now in the top half of the 6th inning. One gone. Simon ready, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that is hit to short right field. Coming in, Hendricks, going out, the second baseman, Olson. And it wasn't as good off the bat as I thought. The second baseman, Olson, makes the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning. And here's Suska, who's got a base hit, scored a run, and thrown to left. He is 1 for 2 in his 2 appearances today. Now Simon looks in. 2-2. Pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes for Jack Suska. Travis Call at second base. He had the double with 1 out, and now they fake throwing behind him, and here's a pitch swung on. That's grounded towards the middle of the vacated spot, but over it is Olson. They throw to third base to throw behind the runner, and they weren't going to get the runner at first base. They tried to make Call round the bag and throw behind him. It's an infield single for Suska. So now runners are at the corners with 2 out. And here's Touches. And now Suska gets his lead. He's got 2 hits, throw it to first base, and runner back, but Frederick playing off the bag at first base. And now the pitch. That is a strike call, the fastball. Strike 1. Touches is 1 for 3. Singled and scored his last time up in the 5th. Now, tying run is at third base. Go ahead run is at first. And the 0-1 on the way. Bunt. Put on us 2 out. 2 out bunt play. And that winds up going foul. 2 strikes now. Now Simon comes set. Here's the 0-2 up high. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gertz would be next, and he's on a perfect day, 3 for 3. But right now, Simon trying to get off the field with 6 innings of hard labor behind him here. He comes set. And the 1-2. Swung on and roped to right field. That's going to get down and perhaps to the corner. It will get down. Kale will score. Suska is being waved around third. On the fly to third is Touches with a stand-up triple. And it is 6-5 Buckman. They have come all the way back and now lead it for the first time, 6-5. And now we're going to get a pitching change here for Waconia. Led it 5-2, but they were not able to hold the lead. So we'll get a timeout here, and we will be back with more right after this on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.
Corn Stock Fest. You ever go to that?
Changes on the field. Now pitching for Waconia, number 6, Aaron Buckman.
Aaron Buckman, the new pitcher for Waconia. We saw him warming up down the first baseline a few moments ago. And now he is in to replace Cody Simon. Touches at third base is still Simon's responsibility. So the book not yet closed on him. But a 2-run triple has put the Billygoats ahead for the first time in the contest, 6-5. And Buckman's job is to shut the door against Lane Gertz, who's got 3 hits and 3 trips today. He has balanced good fortune and good placement. Today he's had a couple of seeing eye hits, but last one a single to left field that helped ignite that 2-run rally in the 5th inning. Buckman has scored twice in the 5th, twice so far in the 6th, and the 7th run waiting at third base as Aaron Buckman gets ready. He'll face Gertz. Again, 3 singles and 3 trips. And has scored a run. Here's the pitch. Starts him with an off-speed pitch that is off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Bozer is on deck for Buckman. And ready for the 1-0 pitch. And here it comes. There is a strike called. So far, 11 hits, as I mentioned, charged to Cody Simon. All 6 runs so far, all earned. 2 strikeouts and no walks. And here is the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. That's a long run for Bullis. Long run for Hendricks, and Hendricks in the alley will track it down. Nice grab there. On his horse all the way, so Buckman comes in and gets the side out, but Buckman scores twice more on 3 more hits. No errors, and they leave 1. They take the lead for the first time after 5.5 at 6-5 Billygoats here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the Urgency Room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, the line complete now for Cody Simon. 5 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs earned, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 77 pitches, 57 strikes. And Buckner gets his teammates off the field with 3 pitches in that inning. And now Waconia will lead off with Ben Smothers against Drew Byer, who is now the pitcher of record for his new team. The first pitch on the way. Smothers swings and misses at a breaking pitch. He is 1 for 2. Bunt single and a ground out to third base. 0-1. Swung on and grounded sharply past third, but foul.
Way up now, way up.
Nothing in 2. And Basso, the designated hitter, on deck, and then the order flips for Derek Martin here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Now Byer is ready. He looks in for the sign. And the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Smothers goes down on 3 pitches. 4th strikeout for Byer here in the 6th inning. And here is Chris Basso. Now he has worked 2 1/3 innings and struck out 4. And Basso has a ground out to third base and a strikeout on his ledger today, 0 for 2.
We're back into baseball.
Byer ready, and here is his first pitch. Drops down a little bit, catches the corner with a fastball for strike 1. Byer, as we mentioned, a draftee from the Foley Lumberjacks. Mike Byer is also on this team from Foley. Here's the 0-1. That's up, 1 ball and 1 strike. And their third pickup is Nathan Enstrom of the Aiken Steam. 1-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Still some pretty good hop on the fastball.
It doesn't do no good trying to get on base with a walk.
Now, Byer winds up, and here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 up, 2 down, both by the strikeout route. Byer is throwing some darts here. And that'll flip the order. And here's Martin, who is 1 for 3, grounded out, homered, and struck out. So 2 of the 3 true outcomes here for Derek Martin. And now Byer is ready, and here's the first pitch to him, and it's a fastball off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Waconia playing from behind for the first time in the game. They led it 1-0 after 1, 2-0 after 2, and 5-1 after 3. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs, 2-0. But then Buckman has come back with 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and they lead it by 1. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and grounded sharply to short. Gertz up with it, throws across in time, and that retires Martin on the side here in the 6th inning. On 10 pitches, they go down, and we have played 6 full here in Dundas. It's 6-5. Buckman. This is State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
The induction banquet will take place on Saturday, September 17th at Rivers Edge Convention Center in St. Cloud, the home of the Minnesota Amateur Baseball Hall of Fame Museum. Tickets to the banquet can be ordered by downloading the form from the Hall of Fame website and then AmateurBaseballHallOfFame.com.
On to the 7th inning, and Buckman will send 3-4-5 to the plate against Aaron Wuckmer, who got the last out in the 6th. That'll be Bozer, Weber, and Ruckert due up. Delano and Isanti have started, and that game is scoreless in the 2nd inning. Redbirds with another good team. Rochester is leading Meesville 2-0 in the fourth. The second game going on there. Here we are in the top half of the seventh.
Left fielder number 22, Noah Bozer.
And Bozer will lead off for Buckman. He is 1 for 3. He's got a double and 2 ground outs to first base. And the pitch. Swung on and hit high and deep to right center field. Well hit. Hendricks going back on it. It is gone. Leadoff home run for Bozer, and it is 7-5. Well, that was turned around in a hurry, and Bozer drove it about 370 feet. It's 353 to the fence out in the right center field alley, and Bozer turned on it. It's now 7-5 Buckman, and here is Aaron Weber, who is 0 for 3. He fouls one back. Ruckert now on deck. 12th hit of the day for Buckman. Just needed some time to get started here. They've scored each of the last 5 innings. Now Buckmere is ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled away on the first base side. 2 strikes the count. Now the 0-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Taken down low. 1-2. Now the 1-2 delivery. That is low, and it's 2-2. Now all set. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Fastball. Checked his swing. Did he? He did. And he strikes out. Weber is rung up. First strikeout for Waconia, and that's one down here in the 7th. And here's Andrew Ruckert, who is 1 for 3. He is also homered today. Couple of knocks for Buckman in this game. And 2 home runs for Waconia as well. Derek Martin and Jake Hendricks. And there's a swing and a miss and a breaking ball. And it's strike 1 to Ruckert. Matt Cummett, the catcher, is on deck. Buckman extends its lead to 2 runs here in the 7th inning. Here's a pitch swung on, and that's lifted off the end of the bat into short center field. And it's going to be played by Olson, the second baseman, to make the catch. 2 down. Now Cummett, who is 1 for 3, he's got a double. In addition to the 2 home runs they've got 2, 3. 3 doubles and a triple to go with their 2 home runs. So they have been hitting the ball for extra bases here. First pitch back to the screen, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the set, here is the 1-0 delivery. That is low, 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch coming up, and that is inside. It's 3-0, and Buckmere not best pleased there with that call. You can see him kind of turn his head back a little bit as he kind of wondered where that one was. Here's the 3-ball, no strike pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk. Now, here comes Travis Call.
Right fielder number 5, Travis Call.
Cummett gets a lead at first base. And the pitch. Breaking ball is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Sean Lanner's on deck, the DH for Buckman here in the 7th. On the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. With 2 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch on the way, and that is inside, and it's 2-1. Now a short lead for Cummett at first base. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and lifted foul on the first base side. Frederick is over, the catcher's over, but got a late start, and it's going to land in foul ground. And Smith was a little late getting out of his crouch there. Probably had a better angle on the ball than Frederick, the first baseman, did, but neither of them could reach it. And it is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now Waconia is ready and comes set. 2-2. Swung on and hit high in the air to left field. Smothers over, now actually Kallenberg into foul ground, and the ball drops. And he slipped as he tried to make that play. And not happy with himself, certainly, is Kallenberg. And so it's still 2-2. We'll see if they charge an error on that. They do. Now the 2-2 delivery coming. Inside, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First error against Waconia in this game. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes to count, and here is a pitch. Runner goes, and it's swung on and grounded to third base in between hop, picked up by Kallenberg, and he throws across and gets his man. So all's well that ends well, at least from the point of view of Kallenberg. And Buckman scores another run on the solo home run by Bozer. They get a hit. There's an error, and there is 1 left. And we have played 6.5 stretch time here. 7-5 Buckman.
Billygoats score 1 run on 1 hit. No Waconia errors and leave 1 man left on base.
Bottom half of the 7th here in Dundas. It's going to be Kallenberg, Frederick, and Bullis to do battle against Drew Byer. Starting his 2nd trip through the batting order in relief of the starter Matt Tauchus. Byer is now the pitcher of record for his team, his adopted team. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Gertz throws on to first in time. Couch is playing first base now, and he makes the play. Retires Kallenberg. 6-3, 1 down here in the 7th, and here is Frederick, who is 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, scored a run. 1 for 2, singled his first time up, and then was caught looking in the 4th inning.
He's doing a good job.
Here's the pitch. On the corner. Strike 1. And Frederick, Chris Bullis on deck. Now Byers set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball on the corner, and it's 2 strikes to count.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is, you get them runs to help them out.
Now here comes the 0-2. Swung on, and that's fouled back to the netting. And it'll stay no balls and 2 strikes. The wind picking up a little bit, blowing straight out to center and extending the flag here in Dundas. Now here's the 0-2 delivery. Little leaner, swung on and looped into left field, opposite field, base hit for Frederick. I don't think he meant to do that, but you know what? It turned into a nice piece of hitting, and it's a single for Frederick to start the 7th inning, and Waconia has 1 on and 1 out. Here's Bullis.
Center fielder number 13, Chris Bullis.
Now Frederick will get a lead of about 2.5 feet at first base. And the pitch late, and he lines one down the third base side, just clears the stands on that side. And strike 1 the count to Bullis, who is 1 for 3, singled in a run in the first inning, flew to left and grounded to second. Now Byer looks in, 5 strikeouts in relief. There's the pitch that floats outside, and it's now a ball and a strike. Tauch just started, worked the first 3 innings, and is now playing first base. Also has a go-ahead 2-run triple for his team. Here's the pitch as a strike called. Off speed on the corner, 1-2. Bullis did not think so, and he has a remonstrance with the umpire. The ball shaking his head, and I haven't seen a player win that argument ever. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, tapped right back to the pitcher, could be 2. Second for 1, on to first. It is a double play, and Bullis bounces into a 1-6-3 twin killing. And that will do it for Waconia in the 7th inning. They get a hit and leave no one. We played 7. Buckman leads it 7-5, and this is the Minnesota State Amateur Baseball Tournament on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Agitated discussion here after the play at second base, and the Waconia staff not happy, and you can see out there 29, Friedrich as a player was erased on the front end of that. And the question is, and it's still going on. And the base umpire is being questioned, and now Frederick is still into it with the home plate umpire. And they're being walked back. I don't know if there's been any ejection or not. But it is a pretty significant meeting of the minds here. They were upset over the play at second base. They didn't think the bag was covered. And Frederick was the most demonstrative. And the base umpire actually looks like he cramped up. You can see him down at the top right of your screen. He's stretching out a calf muscle. And if he hurt himself while making that call, the question could very well be, did you see it well enough before you were injured? to make that call, but Frederick remains in the game at first base, so it appears as though everyone's still able to participate. Buckman coming up in the 8th inning, and they have a 7-5 lead. Boy, Frederick is really worked up at first base. But the call stands, and we go to the 8th inning. It's 8, 9, and 1 spots in the lineup due up for Buckman. It'll be Lanners, Suska, and Tauches.
He got the top of the 8th inning for the Buckman Billygoats. DH number 33, Sean Lanners.
7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Buckman. 5 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Waconia as we play the 8th inning. Jeff Pappas will lead with a call. One more after this. And our triple header, and here's the pitch from Wuckmer, and it's down low. Ball 1 and no strikes. Lanners is 0 for 3. Grounded to the pitcher. Grounded to first and popped to short. And here is the 1-0. Swung on, and that is hit into right center field. Coming in is Hendricks, and he's there, and he makes the running catch to retire Lanners for the first out. One gone. And here comes Jack Suska, the second baseman, who's got 2 singles and 2 runs scored for the Billygoats. Trying to finish a come-from-behind effort here as they trail at 5-1. The top half of the 4th inning, and now lead at 7-5. Swung on and hit high in the air to the gap in right center. Long run for Bullis and Hendricks. And Bullis on the run. He makes the catch, I believe. Did he make the catch? It was out there in the shade in right center field. I didn't see it, and it is going to be a double. Just about a tremendous catch there for Bullis. It was a long run. And Suska is aboard with a double, and now we're going to get a trip to the mound. Pouches will come up. And there will be a pitching change as Wuckmer will leave. We'll get a break here and come back with more here from Dundas right after this.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
There's been some changes on the field. Now pitching for Waconia, number 15, Ryan Naughton.
Ryan Naughton is the new pitcher, left-hander for Waconia, and he comes in relief of Aaron Wuckmer. He's gone 1 2/3 innings so far, has allowed 2 runs. Excuse me, he's allowed 1 run and 2 hits, I should say. He is responsible for Suska at second base. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 25 pitches and 14 strikes, and the left-hander Ryan Naughton now coming on to pitch to Tauches, who's a left-handed batter. And Tauches is warmed up at the plate, 2 for 4 after flying out and bouncing to the mound. He has singled and tripled in 2 runs. So at the hot hand right now, and the left-hander will come in to face him.
Now batting for the Billygoats, number 7, 7, Matt Tauges.
Tauges ready, and he will stand in.
He can have the crumb.
And Naughton will work, and the first pitch is off the plate, ball 1 to Tauges, who, as I mentioned, is 2 for 4 in this game. And key situation here for Waconia is Buckman is a 2-run lead, would love some insurance here. And the pitch. Breaking ball is up. 2 balls and no strikes. Kallenberg at third base is right on the edge of the grass. Third base, and they've got him swung to pull a little bit now in right center. And the pitch. There's a strike called. 2 balls and a strike. There's more activity in the Waconia bullpen. Eric Olson, number 3, is up and throwing now. And the pitch. Swung on and rolled towards short. Up there by Martin, and he guns across, and he does not get him. Single into the hole, I believe that'll be for Tauges. So Waconia having trouble getting off the field here. And Suska takes third. Here is Gertz, who's 3 for 4. And the pitch, they have scored an error on that, and that is a tough one. That's a tough error, I'll grant you that. Second error charged against Waconia. Runner goes, they got him picked off. And a throw to second base is in time, and they get him. 1-3-6, that is a pickoff. And Tauges is retired. And that will leave Suska at third base with 2 outs. For Gertz, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. So a pickoff play. And the pitch. And they want to check there and for a swing, appeal, no swing. 2 balls and no strikes now to Gertz. And the 2-0. Big breaking ball. Misses, and it's 3 balls and no strikes now to Gertz. Tauges picked off first base. 1-3-6. 3-0. Taking all the way, and he takes strike 1. Bozer is on deck and looking for a chance here. He's got a couple of hits, including a home run his last time up. Here's the 3-1. That's upstairs, and he walks Gertz. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Bozer.
Now batting left fielder, number 22, Noah Bozer.
Lefty against lefty here. Bozer double and a home run in 4 trips. Scored 1, driven in 2. Also grounded out twice to first base. There's the pitch, swung on, and that's line in the right center. It's a base hit. And Gertz comes in to score to make it 8-5. So Noah Bozer now 3/4 of the way to the cycle. And Gertz stops at second. Suska comes in to score. And it makes it 8-5. And here's Weber, 0 for 4. Now the pitch. Taking all the way, takes strike 1. Ruckert is on deck. Weber has struck out twice. Driven in a run with a ground out and lined to short, so he is 0 for 4 with an RBI. And here's the pitch. And that one's low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, Weber ready. waggles the bat. And here is the pitch. Big breaking ball, and that's called upstairs. 2 balls and a strike to count. Gertz at second, Bozer at first. 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. And there's a ground ball towards short. Martin up with it. Goes to second, and that is in time to force Bozer and retire the side. But another run for Buckman. They've scored in every inning since the 3rd. They get a run on 2 hits. There was an error, and 2 runners left on base. So we played 7.5. Buckman leads at 8-5 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Bottom half of the 8th inning here in Dundas. Waconia needs 3. They led it 5-1 in the 4th inning. But Dundas has scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th. And they are nickel and diming Waconia here. The pitch is swung on a little check swing roller by Robbie Smith to second base. And Suska throws him out for the first out. Didn't mean to, and it cost him an out. Now here's Hendricks, who's got a home run in 3 trips. So quite a turn of events here. And a good ball game, but for entirely different reasons than we saw in our first game. A 3-1 win for Jordan. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Jordan rallying for 3 runs in the 9th inning earlier to defeat the Bluffton Braves, 3-1. Now the 0-1. That is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Drew Beyer starting his 5th inning of relief. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's squirted towards third base, and it's going to land with lots of side English and roll foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was on a pool table. You'd call it massé. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Hendricks. Beyer has looked very good in relief. Here's a pitch, and he misses just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ronnie Olson is on deck, the number 7 man on the order for Waconia. Trying to get that meat of the order up again against Beyer. And now the 2-2. Swung on and rolled towards second. Suska picks it up, and he goes on to first. 2 up, 2 down as Hendricks is retired. And here is Olson. Olson grounded into a fielder's choice, grounded to second, line to right. He is 0 for 3 today.
Number 12, Ronnie Olson.
Now Breyer ready, and here is the pitch. It is a strike called, a fastball in the corner. Ben Smothers would be next for Waconia. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, threw a fastball by him, and after 42 pitches, that kind of hop on it is impressive. 42 pitches, 31 strikes for Beyer, and here's the 0-2, and that's upstairs with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that's lifted straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now here's the 1-2 delivery, and that one is upstairs, and it's 2-2. That's all arm there by Beyer. As you look at that motion, it's almost like he's shuffling his feet and just slinging it up there. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. That's better. And it's off the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Working quickly, Beyer is with a 3-run lead. Now ready, and here's the 3-2 pitch to Olson. And that's off the plate, and he walks him. First walk issued by Beyer, and that will bring Smothers to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He's got a bunt single, ground to third, and he is struck out.
Come on, Drew.
Now Beyer sets, and here's his pitch. There's a strike call to the fastball. And Chris Bozzo, the designated hitter, is next with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. He floats one up there, and it just missed the inside corner, 1-1. Off-speed pitch. Now 1-1. Here is the delivery. Swung on, and that's fouled back to the netting. And it remains, now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buckman in the 9th will have 5, 6, 7 up. Ruckert, Cummett, and Travis Call scheduled batters. And a 3-run advantage, they hope anyway, as Olson is at first base with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate, and it's 2-2. And then after this game, Avon Lakers and St. Patrick Irish scheduled to start at about 4:30. 2-2. Got him looking. And the outside corner just froze him. And now a word there by Smothers for the plate umpire. And the inning is over. That is strikeout number 6 for Beyer. They get a walk and leave 1 in the bottom of the 8th. We played 8, and it is Buckman 8, Waconia 5 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Then we go to the 9th. Then you see the scoreboard. Buckman 8 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. Waconia 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Jeff Papis with you with a call, and 1 more to follow here as the 99th Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament rolls on in these 3 fine sites. I'll be making my swan song in that last game tonight, and I'll give way to Bill Hupp, who will come in for tomorrow's action. Bill and Steve Thompson, WCCO Radio, will be here to take you through the Sunday play. We go to the 9th, and here is Ruckert leading off. He's got a home run and 4 trips. Fly out, ground to the pitcher, and a pop out to second base. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate as Ryan Naughton starting his first full inning of work. Now the pitch swung on, and that's hit towards the gap in right center. That will go down and wind up against the fence. Ruckert rounding first, and he will head into second standing with a double. Another double for Buckman. They have had 3 home runs today. 2 home runs today, 4 doubles, and a triple. So they've had the hitting shoes on. Ruckert aboard, and here's Cummett, the catcher, who is 1 for 3. He's got a walk, a double, a couple outs to second base, and the breaking ball is a little bit high. To him, 1 ball and no strikes. Ryan Naughton, 14 pitches and 6 strikes in relief in the 8th. Now he's got a runner at second base and nobody out in the 9th. And the pitch swung on, and that's hit in the air to center. Bullis, 2 steps over, now drifting back, going to it, and he makes the catch. Tagging at second is Ruckert, and he will make third standing. Now it flies to center and moves up the runner. And here's Travis Call, the right fielder. He's got a double today. Grounded to second, struck out, and grounded to third base. That'll bring the infield in for Waconia. Try to make the play at the plate, 8-5 here in the ninth. And the pitch. There is a ball low. One ball and no strikes. 1-0. A breaking ball, and that one had to have been low. It had plenty of plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Now, hot and ready. Here's a 2-0. There's a strike called. And the Waconia infield, you can see most of it here in at all 4 stations. Kallenberg in at third. Here's the pitch. That misses, and now it's almost every pitch somebody in the Waconia infield is chirping. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded to short. Contact play on. Throw to the plate is in time. And Ruckert is cut down 6-2 at the plate on a nice throw by Martin. And Travis Call reaches on a fielder's choice, but they get Ruckert at the plate. And there are 2 down. Here's Sean Lanners with Call at first base now, and 2 outs. The infield moves back. Now the pitch. A breaking ball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Seska would be next with 3 hits from the number 9 spot from Buckman here in this batting order that has come alive after being shut out the first 2 innings. They've scored in every inning since. Here's the 1-0, swung on and fouled at the plate, and that is strike 1. 1-1 to Lanners. Call gets his lead from first base, 1-1 the count, and a step and a throw over. Now, walking lead there for Call at first base, and here's the pitch, swing and a miss as he took something off there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we're ready to go. Here's the set. 1-2 on the way, and that's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Avon and St. Patrick will be the last game of the night here, scheduled to start around 4:30. Might be a little bit late now. Here's the 2-2. Floater swung on and grounded to second base. Played on 1 hop by Olson. Throws on to first, and that retires Lanners in his side. They are held scoreless for the first time since the 2nd inning. On 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Buckman by 3 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and Basso will lead off. Drew Byer, pitching like a machine right now, has got 9, 1, and 2 to face. Pitch is a strike called. Basso is 0 for 3, struck out twice and grounded to third base. And Drew Byer has pitched himself a nice game here. The pickup and a swing and a miss for Basso, and it's strike 2 the count. Derek Martin, Max Kallenberg are scheduled to bat for Waconia here in the bottom of the ninth, and they trail 8-5. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Off the plate with a fastball, 1-2. So Byer, 5+ innings of relief, has struck out 6, and here's the 1-2. That is just off the plate, 2-2. Now the pitch, swung on and lifted foul out of play on the first base side, and that will hold the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two inside, and the string is out now to Chris Basso. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the ninth for Waconia. And the 3-2 swung on, and that's fouled away. So Basso is battling away. 7 pitches in this plate appearance. Now ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and it is fouled away on the third base side. Basso continuing to battle against Drew Byer, the draftee from the Foley Lumberjacks. Now here's the 3-2. Swung on and grounded to short off the end of the bat. Gertz is up with it, throws across, and he gets him by half a step at first base. Basso is retired for the first out in the ninth, and here's Derek Martin. Martin is 1 for 4. He homered in the second inning. Grounded to second base, struck out, and bounced to short. 1 for 4. Obviously with a run scored and a run batted in, but now only 2 outs to get for Buckman. And the pitch. That is off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Working quickly. 1-0. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball by him. Martin swings and misses. 1-1. So wind up and the pitch. Breaking ball had him ducking underneath. 2-1. Started inside. Had enough sideways motion on it to avoid hitting the batter. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a fastball on the corner for strike 2, and Martin does not like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin is going to walk down the third baseline. Now we'll head back, and Martin really upset about the strike 2 call. And stepping out of the batter's box might have saved his participation here as he went down the third baseline. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And Martin goes down for the second out here in the ninth. 7 strikeouts for Byer, and here's Kallenberg. Try to keep the game going for Waconia. Singled and scored in the first. Grounded out, doubled, and grounded to short. So he is 2 for 4 in this game. Byer is ready. And here comes the pitch. Swung on and tapped, foul at the plate. For strike 1. Now Byer is ready, and here's his pitch. That is on the corner for strike 1, or strike 2, excuse me, to Kallenberg. And one more strike to get. Rochester leading Meesville in the 8th, 4-1. 2 strikes to count. Here is the pitch from Byer. And that was a pretty good fastball that wound up getting called off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Drew.
Now Byer ready. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Got him looking. And the Lakers having words with the plate umpire will leave the field with alacrity as Kallenberg strikes out to end the game. 8 strikeouts for Byer in relief. And the Buckman Billygoats move on. They come from behind 5-1, and they win this game today by 8-5. The final totals for Buckman: 8 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 8. And Waconia 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. And they left 6. The winning pitcher is Drew Byer. He goes 6 innings in relief for Buckman, and he allows nothing. He allowed 2 hits in 6 innings, struck out 8 and walked 1. Just a terrific performance in relief. 78 pitches, 58 strikes for Byer, and he is the winner. The losing pitcher is Cody Simon, 5 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 6 earned runs. Aaron Wuckmer came in 1 2/3 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, and Ryan Naughton the last inning in 2/3, no runs on no hits with a walk. And that, as they say, is that. Time of our game, 2 hours and 18 minutes this afternoon, and the Buckman Billygoats move on. They defeat Waconia 8-5, and we'll be right back tomorrow for quarterfinal play here in the Minnesota Class C tournament. We're going to take a break and come back with our last game. Avon taking on St. Patrick's Irish. That's next. Jeff Pappas saying thanks for watching here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.